Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, there
Now
we
I can
go.
hear it. Yep, yep. I got you. Yep, I got you back
Nice.
in.
All right.
All right.
We're back.
Better than ever.
Just in
You
case you
missed
were
me
watching
talking.
YouTube, the YouTube is now on part 2, so we're re-up.
Yes. Park it.
By the way, if you haven't
YouTube
noticed it,
too.
we
Electric
are
Boogaloo.
actually live broadcasting to YouTube, and we have updates on Twitter, Instagram, and a variety of other places.
Yes. You will be able to find us on all the places here before long.
Yeah,
Live
except
on
for
Twitch and YouTube every
yeah,
week. There
yeah,
we go.
no Tumblr.
Oh, yeah, I'll worry about Tumblr later. But Spotify and Apple Podcasts, iTunes, look us up. Anyway, every week. Rate,
That my numbers.
subscribe, review, unscribe, all that shit that Stu got us. You missed me talking about Tennessee and Indy, which we had talked about a little bit. I took the Tennessee money line. Neither team is getting. Essentially, it's a pick'em game. Neither team's favored. I like Tennessee, so I'm gonna go ahead and take their money line here. I also was just talking about Tampa Bay at New Orleans more.
Yeah, I think that
took
both of
over
those
50
games are
points,
good
yeah.
to pick up straight up games. Over 50, I like it because Jameis could, he could throw touchdowns to either team, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And Alvin
That's
Kamara
fine,
is
yeah.
still really good.
God, he's great. He's really good. Okay, and I was talking about a little bit the Tampa Bay injuries too. So
Man,
They-
yeah, I mean,
they have a
Antonio
lot of-
Brown and Gronk. But, Gronk's basically, I think that
they've
he's
also
not
they've
really
got some
injured.
other ones. They've got Richard. They've got a couple guys on the line that are busted up. Richard Sherman's still not playing. It's stuff like that. They were already a little thin at corner. I don't even know if he's the answer yet. I'm just saying Tampa Bay's got a lot of injuries. It should be an interesting week for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that their defensive backfield's still the worst in football, so
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. All right,
It's
we got
definitely a
6
thing.
conference games. We're gonna fly through. Matt's gonna throw some college picks at us at the end. So 6 conference games. We're gonna start with the one tonight. Green Bay at Arizona.
huge. Huge
Yeah,
game. Arizona's
I think-
undefeated still, right?
They are. They are. Green Bay's only got the one loss. I mean, this is these conference games. Like I said, huge week, big implications both in division games, and then this one. I mean, this is easily a game for the 1 seed.
So what do you
this
think?
could
Is
be
this
the game for the 1 seed. I mean, I
this
took
is
Green Bay,
probably yeah. Do you think over
but-
under? You think straight up or what?
What I am taking, I already took the Green Bay money line, which I liked. Here, I am going to pick the under 50.5. So Green Bay has been doing a weird thing all season where they blow teams out and only score 24 points,
Yeah,
which is weird, right?
it is weird, but they really utilize Aaron Jones a lot, which makes those games go a lot faster.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying is they're blowing teams out but also not running up the score. So I like this game going under 50.5.
I like it.
Yeah. Next game, Philly at Detroit. Man, I'm doing it again, Matt.
Philly. No, you're gonna pick Detroit. I mean, they gotta win eventually, right?
Who does this? I'm actually betting on them to not win, but I am betting on them to cover.
Yeah, I think
They're
they
getting
cover.
3.5 points. Yeah, they're getting 3.5 points at home, which is the perfect line for them to somehow blow it. So
I mean, you want to talk about the worst looking
Yeah.
fantasy player that scores consistent points every week? It's Jalen Hurts. Like, the guy doesn't look like he knows how to play football for half the game, and the other half the game, he somehow makes it to 20 plus points.
I just love Detroit with a line where they can lose by a field goal and still cover.
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate
they like losing by field goals, especially the longest ones in history.
This is what I'm saying. So yeah, I think I like this here. Okay, next game is because we're getting close to game time.
Extraordinarily.
Cincinnati at the Jets.
Oh, man.
Cincinnati's given up 10.5 points. I still like them to cover. Like I said,
Absolutely.
I don't even think Zach Wilson's playing. Cincinnati is looking excellent. So yeah, I like Cincinnati minus 10.5 here. I know it's a lot of points, but
And we were talking about this last week. They might be one of the most balanced teams in football right now.
So I mean, they're good at all the positions that matter, so to speak.
They can do it with any position. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I went? Oh goodness, it's getting spooky already.
It is spooky indeed. New England at the Chargers.
Oh man, love this game. I feel like I like the over in this game, but I don't know. What do you think?
I did take that as my pick as well. I got over 49 here. I didn't like. There's so many tricky little bits here. So the Chargers are giving up 6.5 at home to New England, who has a bad record.
New England has a bad record, but again, it's a Bill Belichick coach team.
Are they bad though? Yeah,
I don't think they're bad. Their running back is really impressive. Both of their tight ends are healthy now, and Mac Jones has been playing really well.
Harris is a beast. That's the guy, right?
Yeah, Harris.
That's a massive DFS play this week. Just book it. Spoiler alert. Big.
Oh yeah, I mean,
one weakness of the Chargers defense is their running game. They can be run on, and that's one of the reasons why I actually sort of you can see why the line isn't bigger on this game. Theoretically, the Chargers should be way better than New England, but
yeah. And if you need a source of reference, see the time where the Chargers played the Browns. Now,
there you go.
Chargers beat the Browns. The Browns ended up carrying Austin Eckler into the end zone, but that game, awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to see another one of those games because both these teams can play defense, but they also have some pretty vulnerable weaknesses.
Well, and I think this is one of the things they were talking about on Mina shows, that the New England is likely to keep Austin Eckler in the pocket and just let him be the poison that beats them. They're going to keep, what was it? No, the opposite. They're going to keep Austin Eckler contained and keep the wideout somewhat in front of them.
So basically, Mike Williams, Mike Williams is healthy again. It's going to make a difference.
Yeah, big games from the wideouts, not a huge game from Eckler. That's why I sent you that text earlier today about not liking Eckler in DFS this week.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Yeah. I like him because he's a safety net, but just because he's a really good, multi-tool running back. I don't think he's going to be able to run up the middle as much as a lot of the time because, it's New England. They're good.
That was the idea, was that they're going to keep what they were saying on that show, and I'm no expert, but I'm going to lean on their experiences, that the idea is that what's going to happen is they're going to keep him in, like I said, in the pocket and in to run pass protect. It's something like that. I don't know. Anyway.
No, he's good. He's good at pass protecting. Mike Williams is going to be healthy again this weekend. If New England can keep those passing yards down, it's going to be a lot closer game. But I do kind of see this one getting out of control.
Oh, they could get the brakes blown off easily. That is definitely a narrative here. Would be.
Well, when I say out of control, I mean both teams could just start scoring at will.
I mean, you've got two guys just out of college, so yes, this could turn into a college game.
Yeah, I think it actually might. That's a really good way to put it. It's going to break out into it. It's going to break out into a college game.
So I like my pick. My pick is the over here. That's all. My only pick here is the over. So.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, another good conference game. I think we talked about this one a couple times. San Francisco at Chicago. I'm just going to keep doubling down on my whole pick here, and I'm just taking Chicago plus 3.5 to cover. Yeah. I've already got the money line on them, so they can definitely do both.
Yeah, I think if Chicago can win a game, it's going to be this one. I mean, we said that about Oakland the other week, and
Chicago's got wins. Like, Chicago's got an okay record. I don't think they're especially good, but their record's fine.
No, they're terrible. It's a Matt Nagy garbage fire.
He is the worst. Oh my God, he's terrible.
There's no reason to sugarcoat it.
It seems like he's stopped calling the offense with that. That was one adjustment that needed to be. The rest of it can fall into place if he stops calling the offense, maybe. So there you go.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I like Chicago straight up, and also to cover the 3.5 points here. All right, last conference game. The Matt's been talking to us about a little college. Dallas at Minnesota. We haven't really talked about this game. We talked about it briefly at the top, but
I mean, Dallas and Minnesota. It's definitely a trap game.
For whom?
Do you have shields?
For whom?
Do you need shields?
I'm shielded. Yeah, I'm shielded. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm in trap game for. I did trap game for whom?
I think it's trap game for Dallas. Absolutely.
They're only a slight favorite here.
I know, but I mean, Minnesota's not proven to be good.
I would feel like, I don't want to get too nitty gritty. I feel like a trap game is when you're supposed to win handily and then get beat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like this line, it's interesting considering the last time we've seen Dallas, they've been great. This might just be a testament to the fact that Minnesota can score points and Dallas can give up points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I like Dallas in the relatively easy cover here. They only it's 1.5 points. They're a slight favorite, like I said, on the road. I guess that's part of what we're doing here is on the road. But
Sometimes
apparently so far this season, in sort of a reversal of what one would expect, the home road splits are not especially big.
No, they're not.
You would expect with the crowds coming back and stuff this season that you'd get a lot more juice
home team advantage. Yeah.
And it just hadn't been there. It's very interesting.
Do you think maybe last year teams got used to like not having to worry about it?
That is a fascinating theory. I don't know that. I like that though. I hadn't thought about it that way, but that could. It could be. I wonder if football's easier or harder with fans there. I don't know.
I think it's definitely harder if you're trying to be Peyton Manning.
We know that basketball is easier without fans there.
Yes.
Because the numbers in the bubble were insane.
Well, not to say that Los Angeles should not have won that championship, but there's no way they would have been playing Miami for the championship in any other universe.
No, that seems unlikely. I don't know. That whole, there's a lot that one could say about the bubble. It was great. It was very interesting basketball, though. But, yeah.
Well, all the players had to decide whether or not they wanted to go get chicken wings at the Shoe Model House.
Oh, my God, yes, that's true.
You would think they would have delivery, but, when you go in to pick up the wings, sometimes you want to have a... I don't think so.
No, they didn't. Couldn't
Lou Williams definitely rented out Magic City during the playoffs last year.
Oh, sweet Lou. Yeah.
He had some big games there.
Dallas at Minnesota. I'm going to take the Dallas cover and the 1.5 points. Thank you for shooting towards me. All right, Matt, you want to talk about college, and then we're going to try to get a win, and then we're going to watch some football?
Yeah, let's definitely talk about college. I'm going to stay into the top 25 here. We're going to start with the game that nobody else would pay attention to except for people that went to these schools, and that's going to be Coastal Carolina versus Troy. Troy's in Alabama. Coastal Carolina, if you didn't know, is at Myrtle Beach. They play on a teal field.
I did not know where Troy was.
Yeah, Troy is in Alabama. I have a cousin and his wife, and they went to both of these schools. Last year, Coastal Carolina was undefeated, and although their fans were kind of upset that they didn't get invited into the playoff, as any of those teams would be. But the over-under in this game is 50. I don't think they get close to it. I think this is a fun game, and if you're going to pick on a bad game, you might as well pick the over-under, which is about as non-committal as you can get in a football game, and you're not going to get more non-committal than betting on college sports, so here we are. Second game, we're going to go with SEC, which is actual football. We've got Ole Miss versus Auburn. This game is in Alabama. Auburn is favored, even though they're ranked lower than Ole Miss. I'm not really sure how that works, but I'm sure that it has something to do with the home field advantage we were just talking about. I still like Ole Miss in this game. The coverage is 2.5 points, so that's just a field goal. It's pretty much pick 'em, and I'm going to take the road game.
I love Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, you got to love some Lane Kiffin. You know who doesn't, though? Tennessee. They liked throwing stuff at him the other week, and they lost.
Well,
so
that's fair.
it was, it was entertaining.
A little bit of bad blood there.
There's a lot of bad blood. But Lane Kiffin, he's just such a likable guy.
He's chill.
He's very chill. All right, so third game, we've got more big games within the divisions and conferences. I forget, we've got Michigan, Michigan State. Who doesn't love an inter-Michigan battle? I mean, Michigan is favored by 4. I don't even know who to pick here, but I really don't like Harbaugh, so I'm going to go with Michigan State to not allow the coverage. I don't think that Michigan State
to win. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be funnier for Michigan State to win, and let's be honest, John Harbaugh is probably in his last season. This team's not getting any better, they're not getting any worse, and they're not getting any more fun to watch playing football. So we're going to go with Michigan State to in the +4 points here. Moving on to the best game of the week, we've got Florida and the University of Georgia. Here from Athens, they're going to be playing in the Swamp. This is a huge game. And Georgia is favored. Georgia's favored by 14 points. I know Alabama's not playing this week, but they just went up to the 3rd seed. Florida almost beat Alabama, so by facto, this is going to be my second time picking Georgia to not cover, and I think that that's very possible. I think this is going to be a close game, and I think that Florida still loses. The people here in Georgia are going to be happy, but if you bet on them, you're going to be sad. Moving on to the last game, we're going to go back to our home state of North Carolina. This is the battle of the smart people. We got Wake Forest and Duke playing, and Wake Forest is actually ranked here, so this is why it matters. Duke can't score touchdowns. They're giving up 16 points to Wake Forest, and Wake Forest is going to cover. That's just what it comes down to. Yeah, it's sad. This is not a Coach K coach team.
Excellent, yeah. The Cutcliffe run was great, but it's over.
Yeah, the Daniel Jones era is over.
That was basically the end of the Cutcliffe run. Yeah, it's well identified. Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know, Daniel Jones did play for Duke, and so now you know. Let's it's G.I. Joe. So
yeah.
Knowing is half the battle.
Really, it's.
And sometimes getting through the podcast without losing your internet connection is also half the battle.
Well, these things can happen, yeah.
But in the meantime, we've got an actual battle against real people that are playing on their couches and in their gaming chairs, and they could be 5 years old or 60. Anybody can play Fortnite, and that's what we're proving right now.
They're probably 60. 60 seems the most likely age.
Yeah, we're not going to disclose our age currently, but we're definitely not 60. It's none of your business. Yeah, it's none of your beeswax, as they would say, up in that New England area. I do think that's probably going to be the best game of the week. That's my game of the week to watch outside of tonight.
What, Florida, Georgia?
No, the New England Chargers game. I mean, I would love to say that the Panthers Falcons game is going to be the best game of the week, and it probably is for us.
I think it'll be close. I don't know if
it's going to be really close.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But the game that I'm most excited about watching is the New England Chargers game, mostly because there's so much at stake for me.
Right.
But
I'm going to need to set a DFS lineup here soon, too.
Yeah, you should probably do that. We got flash drafts. I'm going to continue to tell people, if you play DFS, and you're new to it, do not play the games where there's so many lineups. Try to pick a game where you get one lineup.
Yes. And smaller windows. I feel like that's been something I've enjoyed too. Is either the single game or just like only afternoon games. I like that quite a lot better. Yeah, we're gonna die on time, right?
Nah. Not gonna die.
No time to die. Yeah, there we go. Hey, let's call the show. Alright, everybody enjoy the games tonight. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for coming along. Bye.
Yep.